Well, in the process of milling lumber and making slabs, you have to stack it all up and you sticker it. So stacking and stickering, you hear that a lot. So where do the stickers come from? Well, now that I have a sawmill, I actually mill them up. I used to use 1x4s and cut them down pine, but not the best, but that's what you do when you start out. So now I use oak for my stickers. This is not a perfect log, but it's a perfect log for making stickers. Actually 31 inches, 32 inches long, so I'm just making 30-inch stickers. And a pretty straightforward mill. I'm just rolled it over and cut pieces off and then dropping it down. And so now all of those are square. And then you can see where I put in 2 spacers, little, don't even know what you want to call them, just blocking. I guess that would be the best word, blocking on each side, just to hold them in, because when you have all those individual boards, those 1 inch, so I'm doing my stickers here at 4/4 or 1 inch, and so I'm going to measure out 4/4 on the piece and then go an extra 1/16 for the kerf width. But when you have all those, I think that's 11 boards that are stacked up. It takes a little bit to hold them all in place, but once you get down to where those blocking is, then you undo it like I just did, and it catches the little dogs catch it right on the bottom, so you can start cutting again. So as you can see, we're milling on a Wood-Mizer LT15 Wide electric, and that was a nice little section of milling where I just let it go regular time, not this time-lapse fast stuff. But you can hear that it's not very loud. I still wear in-ear hearing protection. The whine, I guess that's what you would call it, the whine of the saw blade going through the wood after a while can do a little damage, so best to wear ear protection of some sort. All right, finishing up the outside pieces of that log and lubricant. The blue is windshield wiper fluid because it's been cold here in Minnesota. Not too cold, but I think we're turning the corner. So just adding some water in simple green. That is actually kind of my preferred method for the summer milling, just a little simple green with water. And we're back to cutting all those down. Oh, hey, there's Keith. He stopped in to check on a few things and talk about some ash trees. But back to milling these stickers. So we're going to run through. You saw when I first put that log, it had some holes in there. So some of these are not coming out that great, so I'm setting them in a different pile. I didn't get an exact count, probably should. 11 wide, 12, we're probably going to get a little over 200 stickers on this. But if you saw on that slab skid, which I'll put a link somewhere to some videos about slab skids, putting 9 on each layer, so you can go through 100, 200 just in each of the skids. So I'll do that. Another best practice is that you kiln dry your stickers, but you know, everything is a best practice once you get to that point. So these will make it all through the kiln with some type of wood that it's stacked up, and then all my stickers will be kiln dried, and then I can be something and tell you that you should have all kiln dried stickers. But it's gonna work for now. Nice red oak. There we go. The last one down there right at that 4/4, and now I'm gonna get to back to milling a couple of those oak logs. Thanks for following along. Glenn here, Workshop at the Gardens, and you'll want to catch as I start milling up all those cants that we salvaged. So that'll be fun to see, and that's where the cants are, where that pile of slab skid over, that's where all that wood came from. Anyways, thanks for checking out the video, and we will catch you on the next one. You have a great day. Cheers.